7 days a week, 8 a.m. We talk about ideas, ideas that stir questions, questions that cause us to explore life, to come out of the doldrums, to look at life in a different way, a new way. And so today I talked about taking a step back and looking at that the beauty of life may not be able to be seen in the moment, but if we wait a little while, we will see that there was something great that happened in that moment. You know, you can look at all the bad things that have ever happened in your life. I remember so clearly that when a company closed and I was a part of that company and I was left without a job. And then the next thing you know, I found a job where I didn't have to move. I was able to raise my children in the house that we were in, and all I had to do was do the work and be patient. But at the time that I got let go, it was horrific for me. The time that I remember that I found out I had a brain tumor, and I thought my life was over. And then I explored it, and then I found a holistic way, and I healed myself of the brain tumor. What did I do? I proved to myself that the power of the mind is absolutely incredible and that we can use it. And that power of the mind that we're using is now what I teach. So everything that happens in our life leads us to a better place. It leads us to, not a better place, let's look at it this way, leads us to a more expansive place. Do you get that? Because our goal in life is to be expansive, to always becoming more, to growing more. And when we do that, oh my God, then life has meaning, life has purpose, because our only reason to be in our bodies, to be in this ego mind, is to explore and to experience a greater life. But if we're not exploring and experiencing a greater life, what sets in then? Depression, anxiety, you know, all of these things that we struggle with, addictions. If you think about it, if you're juiced about something, if you are truly juiced about doing something that means something to you, your life has meaning. You can't wait to get up. You can't wait to get started. You can't wait to learn new things. It's like, I know, for example, we're live streaming on Sundays, and Sunday's live stream went pretty well, but there were some sound things and the music that didn't go right well. Well, I put it out into the universe, and last night I got a text, hey, call this guy. He knows how to fix it. I go, holy crap, isn't that great? I'm excited over a phone call about fixing the sound in a live stream. Well, that's technical. Why am I excited about it? Because it makes the message easier to hear. And I'm all about teaching. I'm all about bringing new ideas out into the universe. And maybe they're not new ideas. They're probably no idea that I teach is new. It might be new for you. It was new for me at one point, but no idea is new. Everything that's ever been thought has already been thought. We forget that. We think, oh, I got a new idea. No, it's out there. All the ideas that ever need to be thought are out there. We just have to open our mind to be able to hear the new idea. And here's the key thing. Where you put your focus determines what you hear. If your focus is, I can't do it, all you're going to hear is, I can't do it. But if your focus is, I know there's a way to make this happen, then the universe hears, there's a way. And it's going to let you know in some form or fashion. And we never know how that way is going to come. We don't know if it's going to come through reading a book, if it's going to come to us in silence. We don't know if it's going to come to us watching a video or someone telling us. We just don't know. Hi, Steve is in South Africa. I've got Linda out there in New York. I've got Sandra Lynn in Kentucky. I got May Lan. I think she's in North or South Carolina right now. So I love that all you people are out there. Hey, check in. Just tell me where you're at. That's all you got to do. Say, hi, Lee, I'm in such and such. Facebook, YouTube, love that. They call that, it's engagement. And when there's engagement, they spread the message more. Tanisha's in South Carolina. Ma Madrigal, Marianne, she's in, I believe, New Mexico. John is in North Carolina. Look at, we got people all over the country. And guess what? Oh, we've got South Florida. We've got people all over the world. We don't realize it. Oh, Mia's in Illinois. I love that. We got Southern California with Maya. Think about that. You are all coming together. We're all hearing the same message. Why? Because there's an energy about this message. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just a conduit through which this energy is speaking out. We've got Leander, Texas. Did I say that right, Angelica? I've never heard of Leander, Texas, and I live in Texas. Isn't that interesting? I got myself distracted there, didn't I? Oh, well, so what? So my point is, I go back to the day when I got the diagnosis. I remember it so clearly. I was driving from Dallas up to Lake Texoma. And I was driving there and a doctor called me because I'd had an MRI because I had something going on. And he, on the phone while driving, instead of calling me, and the doctor told me, you've got a brain tumor and you need to have surgery. Let me tell you what went through my mind. It was not good. Because my father had had a brain tumor and he had to have major surgery where they popped the top off his head, took it out, took his brain out, pulled it apart, took the tumor out, put it back in, took 9.5 hours, took a lot of recovery, but he recovered. I didn't want that. I was scared to death. I remember a minister, John Webster, Unity minister, man's incredible gift, said to me, read this book. I read that book. It said to become a vegan. Become a vegan. I said, well, why become a vegan? Well, because it allows the body to not have to do as much work processing the foods and your body can then heal itself. So I became a vegan at that point. I also got into meditation. I also got into visualization, literally visualizing Pac-Man in my brain going like this. And I told the doctor, I said, I'm not having surgery like you want. I'll come back in 1 year after I do the work. And I did the work. And a year later, my MRI showed the brain tumor was gone. You see, at the moment when I got the diagnosis, it was not good. But you notice I had to step back, look at it, and then the good showed itself. But you notice I didn't sit around not doing anything. I did things. So Tanisha, heal the cancer naturally. Let me share a couple thoughts here because I've done a lot of research on this as well. Number one, stress is the number one cause of cancer. 85 to 90% of all cancer is caused by stress. So your number one job, Tanisha, is to get rid of the stress, however that is. Number two, stress cannot live in an alkaline or pH balanced body. So in order to do that, there's two things you got to do. You got to drink alkaline water, which brings the body back into pH balance because your body's very acidic. Number two, you got to do deep breathing because cancer cannot grow in an oxygenated body. Those are the things that I would share with you as starting points. And the deep breathing, I'd highly recommend you look at Wim Hof, W-I-M-H-O-F, and start doing this deep breathing every morning. I do it every morning with Gene. We do 5 rounds of deep breathing every morning. I've now actually incorporated 5 rounds of deep breathing into my afternoon. Because all of a sudden I'll be there and I'll be sluggish. And I go, why am I so sluggish? And I do this deep breathing. Oh my God. My body opens up. When I first started the deep breathing, I couldn't hold my breath for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What was it? 2 days ago, I did the exercise. I held my breath for 3 minutes with no problem. I've got people who can't take 10 deep breaths, that struggle taking deep breaths. Their mind goes crazy. We are a society that has gotten into shallow breathing. Shallow breathing reflects to me shallow life. I think when you breathe deeply, you're breathing in life. Oxygen is life. You breathe in life. And when you breathe in life, what happens? Life goes into you, through you, and you create more life. You create a more expansive, you create a healthier life just simply by breathing. And then if you meditate afterwards, you quiet the mind. So all of these nonsense thoughts, these habits of thinking that you've got, have a time to pause, and then you can implant new thoughts. You can build new habits of thinking. Because guess what, gang? Our habits Our habits control our lives. Look at this. We've got Austin with Angelica, and now we've got Ahmed from Cairo, Egypt on this. This is just so cool. And there's a reason you're here. For whatever the reason is, you're here to hear something that's being said. There's something that's being said today that can help you become empowered. And that's the key thing. My message is about self-empowerment. You. It's not me. I get nothing from this. Wait a second. Liar. I'm calling myself out. I am a liar. What do I get to do? I get to do what I love. What do I love? I love to talk. I love to teach about how to better self-love through conscious living. I love spirituality. I love to connect and build relationships. And believe it or not, right now in the world, you can build relationships like this. Now, I don't know a lot of you personally, but guess what? As I watch you and I hear your comments and I see posts on Facebook and stuff, I know bits and pieces about you. So I am getting to know you. And guess what? You're getting to hear me, so you're getting to hear me. And let me just tell you something about Lee Wallach. I'm very direct. You never, ever, ever have to worry about me being passive aggressive. I'm right out there. I share who I am in that moment because I find that makes life easy. So today, your job is to step back and see the beauty in life and then decide, where do you want to take this life? And move in that direction. Always focus on your strengths and release your weaknesses. Focus on what juices you, not what doesn't juice you. Bring the zip back into your life. Hey, everybody, do me a favor. When we're done, share this. Or just go create a great day. But if no one tells you this today, I will. I accept you and I love you just the way you are. Until next time, aloha.